Life was a lot simpler, probably because I was young and there was no care in the world, but there was a lot of, I went to an all-boys Catholic school, so there's a lot of structure, there's a lot of discipline, a lot of things that I learned when I was that age that I could definitely bring over here. I certainly miss that, being carefree. It was tropical, there was no winter, summer, everything was tropical, so it was a significant change when I came here. Being an only child, there was, your parents are a little more strict. I never really knew that I was going to come here. My initial plan when I was going to school and then high school later on was to complete my education there, probably be employed there, be stable there. There was a college there that you could go instead of going to your normal school. It was affiliated with a university here in Texas actually, where you could go there for the first year or so, and then you had the opportunity to transfer to a university here. I weighed in on that a lot because going to college there is free. Everything is free, so then I had to change my plans going from I'm going to go to a free college to now I have to pay $10,000, $12,000, $14,000, whatever it was a year. So that was a pretty drastic change, and then having to tell your parents, hey, this is what I want to do. The very first thing that I thought was, wow, it's flat and it's big. Coming from an island that's 3/4 the size of the state of Minnesota with 17 million people, you tend to take land as a premium, and you start moving up when you don't have land. Everything is skyscrapers. But then when you come here and it's like, wow, there's 5 lanes of traffic, and it's like we can barely have 2 lanes and it's already congested. So that was a massive difference to me, especially being an only child and you're leaving your whole family. You're going 14,000, 15,000 miles away. There's always that feelings that is there a safety net behind it. I had another friend that applied to St. Cloud State. So it was one of those things where it's like, okay, I can go to St. Cloud State or I can go to another university by myself. So I took the opportunity to come here, which actually turned out pretty good. Thanks to technology with Facebook, social media, I still try and keep in touch, but then there's always that sense of nostalgia when they post pictures and think, hey, look what we did, this weekend with everybody else, and then you look at those pictures and go, you know what, I've been there, and I can't be there physically. So that was really tough, and it still is to this day. High school, they have high school reunions. I can't do that. I miss the food a lot. There's really, I was lucky enough to go back last December, and then it's like the first thing you want to do is just try everything that you haven't had a chance to. I still try to cook everything I can here, but the spices are different. The foods are not the same. You try and get close, but yeah, I feel like I gave up a lot, but I also feel like life is a give and take. And even to this day, I find that your name has a lot to do with how you get identified. There were several banks that I had accounts with, and then when I wanted to buy my first car, I remember going to the bank and they're like, no, we can't. I'm like, look at this, I'm making this kind of money, I can make the payment. There is no, you can look at my payment record on everything else. They're like, nope, sorry, we can't. Life right now, I feel like, is a lot different than what it was 10 years ago or 15 years ago when I came here. The society was different. Now I feel like it's a lot more open. People are a lot more open to different cultures, or more accepting, I should say, to different cultures than it was back in the day. And I want to be able to give back to the community. I want to be able to share cultures. Hey, you know what? It's not always hamburgers and French fries. There's other stuff out there. Let's go out and explore. When I came here, there was no handbook. There was no guidebook. It's like, hey, here's an opportunity, make the most of it. And that's been the tough part, trying to find how to navigate things. I guess it is a learning curve, but I feel like it's something that could have been addressed had we known it in the past. But then again, it's tough, but I think we all learn how to get through the obstacles.